What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the US of Angling, where I travel the US full-time in a travel trailer with my wife JC, and I fish everywhere I go. Today we are fishing a pond that I have lived next to for 20 years and have never once laid my eyes on. It is way back in the timber across a couple fields, far enough that I've never went back there. I have no clue what lives there. I have no clue if anything lives in it. But if there's anything swimming, we're gonna make it lunch today. Let's go catch something.
All right, guys, I should probably explain a little bit more why I haven't been back to this pond before. So I'm at my parents' house here, and we moved out to this property when I was 9 years old. And I was lucky enough to have a couple different neighbors that let me fish their ponds. I had 8 different ponds that I was able to fish growing up within walking distance. My parents actually bought me my first cell phone in 5th grade just because they never knew what pond I was at and it would take them so long to come find me. But I didn't even know this pond was back here until I actually started hunting. I was checking out a few places on Google Maps, looking up where I was going to sit, and I noticed this pond tucked back in the woods. It looked pretty deep from Google Maps, and I thought it would be worth a shot just in case it was a hidden gem.
All right, guys, this is it. Whew, I'm a little out of breath. I am so freaking stoked. This is very small. Holy cow. Okay. Oh, there's a couple of ducks were sitting on it. All right, well, it's not gonna be a hard pond to fish, that's for sure. We're gonna find out if there's fish in it probably pretty quick. Oh yeah, this is all the deeper it can get. There's already water flowing out of this right here. Oh my goodness, I hope there's fish in this thing. I freaking hope there's fish in here. It doesn't look very deep right here. We're gonna do a quick walk around. I might go over there and see what's going on. It looked deep on Google Maps. Like there was good water, not a bunch of moss growing up. But it looks pretty darn shallow right now. Unless there's a hole out there, which there might be. I freaking hope there is. All right, guys, well, this looks like a job for old Bobby Garland. Oh, those geese didn't like me over here. We're gonna throw the Blue Thunder Bobby Garland with a 32nd ounce jig. This pond does not look very deep. I don't know how deep is not very deep, but if I had to guess, like 5 feet, which is probably less than ideal, but does not rule out fish living in here. Oh man, come on, let there be fish in here. If there are fish in here, it's gonna be so sick. Old Bobby Garland will freaking trick him if there are. Come on. I don't care what you are. This pond hasn't been fished. Maybe, I mean, I guess I can't say ever, but it's been a long, long time. Talked to my buddy. It's his parents that own this, and none of them fish it, and I don't think too many people come down here and fish it. Let's come around here. Hey, well, that's just all right. Sweet, found a shed. Oh, it's not a shed, I don't think. There's a foot. Oh yeah, that's kind of weird. It's definitely a shed because it's not on a skull, but that's kind of cool. Told you, no one comes back here. This was pretty freaking easy to see. That's awesome. That's so weird though. A foot and an antler. That's it. No skull. There's another bone right there. I don't know. We're calling it a shed. First one of the year. I should be. I haven't went shed hunting. I should go shed hunting. Maybe I'll do that after this if it's a bust. It's not gonna be a bust though, because this is not the only pond way back out here. It's just the only pond that I've never laid my eyes on. There's other ponds that we can go hit. I thought this looked like something. Well, this is different though. Look at this. It's just a little buck. What in the world? No one comes back here. I thought that looked like an antler, I just couldn't quite tell. So that's probably his foot over there. So that really was just a shed laying there. Interesting. Is there anything else cool back here? Oh, goodness. I didn't really plan on walking around the woods. Hey, whoa, that bird's... Check this out. Woo! Monster. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, these are both an 8-pointer. I guess you never know what the other side was, but which one do you think would win in a fight? That's freaking funny. I promise we're gonna be fishing. We're going fishing and we're eating fish, but I've never walked around back here. And apparently the deer really like to walk around back here because there's a bunch of freaking shit. Well, there's 2 sheds and a deadhead. All right, well, I'm about 99% certain that there are no longer fish in this pond either, but hey, while I'm back here fishing ponds with no fish in them, I'm gonna make a couple casts. This pond used to have so much water in it that this used to be a little pool, and I caught a freaking nice bass out of this little pool right here. Now, like I just said, I don't think there's anything in it, but it's been like 10 years since I fished it. So let's make a couple casts with old Bobby Garland. See if anything either survived or still lives in here. I'm highly doubting it, but it'd be pretty fun to catch a fish out of it. All right, we're done fishing ponds with no fish in them. Let's go catch something. All right, guys. We know that there are fish living in this pond. I've actually done a little bit of work to this pond. I've sunk a couple Christmas trees in here, and then I actually stocked crappies in here too. This pond used to only have bluegills and bass. It now has crappies. This water is so clear. There's a bass right there that just took off right from shore. Let's see. I can't believe how clear this water is right now. All right. We're gonna throw old Bobby Garland. Hopefully catch, what do we want to eat? A couple nice bluegills. I might make a deal with myself. If I catch 3 crappies, I'll keep the 3rd one. I really don't want to take crappies out of here yet. They're definitely in here. I've caught them out of here on a few different occasions, numerous crappies. But I really want them to take, so I don't want to eat a bunch of crappies out of here, but I'll probably take 1 if I catch like 3 of them. There's a largemouth. My drag was set way too light, but whoa, that's our first fish. All right. Not only is this our first fish, that fish is going on our stringer. And for all of you that just gasped and said, holy crap, this dude is keeping a bass. Yes, I'm keeping this because there is a bunch of stunted bass in this pond. Whoa. And I'm really trying to get those crappies to get big. The bluegills in here used to get very, very large, and their sizes went down a little bit. I think there's just too many fish in this pond right now. So I'm gonna do a little bit better at keeping fish out of it, and that includes bass. Maybe we'll keep 1 bass, a couple bluegill, and 1 crappie. just do a whole mixed bag catch and cook, huh? Hopefully we can make that happen. There's another fish. There's a bluegill. Oh yeah, keeper gill for sure. Sweet. We're catching fish now. All right. That's a nice bluegill. That's probably, I don't know, almost 8-incher, maybe 7.5, 7.75. Not like it matters. It's going on the stringer anyways. Bass and a bluegill. All right, now we just need a crappie. Like I said, I've never kept crappies out of this pond before. I've got a couple of videos catching crappies out of here, talking about what I did, but long story short, they drained a pond. I caught a bunch of crappies, put them in here. Actually, two different pond. I said pond. They drained a lake, and I caught a bunch of them out of there, put them in there, and then my uncle went to a different lake and put some in here. So we got two different strains, if you will, of crappies. And yeah, we've just really wanted them to take, but we've caught a number of them out of here now. So I'm gonna keep one if I can catch one. Let's see if we can get him to hit again. Yep, hit it on the drop. What's this one? Man, this water is clear. Bluegill. Is this a keeper? This one's kind of gnarly, but it's got a lot of black spots. Like I was just saying, I need to get some fish out of here, so it's going on the stringer too. There's another one. Another largemouth. I guess we'll keep him too. Ugh. Man, this morning it was cold. It finally got nice out. It was like 30, there we go. It's like 32 degrees all the way up until like 11 o'clock. Now it's somewhere in the 40s. This is a bluegill. Am I keeping him too? I better. I'm gonna have a big lunch for myself. Boop. Ooh, is this a crappie? Is this a crappie? This is a crappie, all right. Ooh, it's a decent one. All right, there is our crappie. Initially, I had said I needed to catch 3 crappies to keep one, but then I changed my mind. We're gonna keep one of everything. Well, I guess not one of everything. We're only keeping 1 crappie, but we already got bluegills, we got largemouth. This crappie is gonna go on the stringer too. Can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm doing it. It's our precious babies of the pond. A couple years ago, there was no crappies in here, but we're doing it. We're keeping 1. There's another crappie. All right. Just as I said that. Oh. All right. Another crappie. That's all I was looking for. Now it is time for lunch. Thank you. Sorry about your buddy, but I promised I was only taking 1. All right, guys, I ended up keeping 3 bluegills, 2 largemouth, and 1 crappie. I don't know how many largemouth I ended up catching, and I probably didn't show you guys even 10% of them. They were definitely hitting today. I just got 6 fish to clean real quick, and then we're gonna start cooking. All right, guys, just finished up cleaning those fish. It's the first time in a long time that I haven't used my Bubba fillet knife. I didn't pack it because I had a long walk back to that first pond, and I was just trying to cut down on weight. That'll be the last time I don't pack that Bubba fillet knife. It takes me, I don't know, those 6 fish, probably a total of, 10 to 15 minutes. It sucked. Bubba fillet knife, each fish takes you, I don't know how many seconds, maximum 45, probably 35 seconds. So yeah, I'll link that below. I think it's on Amazon. If it's not, I'll link a different link just so you guys can see it. But that Bubba fillet knife is freaking fantastic. If you don't feel like spending over $100 on a Bubba fillet knife and you just want to fillet fish in your kitchen, I'll link down the Mr. Twister fillet knife too. That thing is killer. I think it's $19.99. I used it for, I don't know how many years, 15 years probably. Downfall is you have to plug it in, but it's a fantastic knife. It sure beats the heck out of using one of these things. I can promise you that. I gotta rinse these off in the pond and we're gonna start cooking. All right, guys, if you saw my last video, I was not using this burner. I was using one of those dinky little tiny ones that freaking suck. I wasn't using this one because I was out of green propane tanks. This one's the Gas One butane or propane burner. It takes both of them, and I freaking love it. It's cheap, it's not very heavy, and you could put a pan on it and it's not gonna fall off, which unfortunately I have done with one of those little tiny ones with the 3 prongs. They don't hold a pan worth of crap. So I'll link this down below too, but these burners are freaking killer. Should probably find a better way to do this, but for right now, this is gonna have to work. I brought some beans. I'm just gonna put them in the pan to start warming them up while I start seasoning up my fish. Louisiana Cajun. If you've seen my videos, you've heard me say it a million times. Probably, is it every single catch and cook? Almost every single catch and cook. It's my favorite fishing batter or fish batter of all time. If you guys don't cook fish much, then number one thing you want to make sure of is to get your oil very, very hot. You can get it too hot, but I'd rather have it too hot than not hot enough. When you put a bunch of fish in, it lowers the temperature, and if it's not hot enough, you're gonna have mushy fish. No one likes mushy fish. Make sure your oil is hot. All right, let's check this stuff. How are we sitting? Yeah, I'd say that's good. Can I get it all in one batch? I really hope so. Oh yeah. Oh. Definitely not all in one batch. All right, these puppies are done. And they smell just as good as they always freaking do. All right. Get this on the plate. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, those are still hot. Check it out. It has been just a little too long. Oh my God. Since I've had fish. If you like to fish and you're not eating fish once a month at a minimum, once every 2 weeks, you're missing out. Oh my goodness, so freaking good. Forgot my microphone was behind me. Hopefully you could hear everything I just said. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done a catch and cook. Hopefully you guys enjoy them, because I'm definitely going to be doing more of them. Fried fish is just too freaking good. I've been fishing like crazy, but I keep going after walleye. And right when I got home, I did pretty well on walleye. Then the weather turned to crap, and I've been getting my butt kicked. 4 skunks in a row. So that's why I'm out here fishing the pond today. I was tired of getting skunked, and I definitely caught plenty of fish. But we got some warm weather in the forecast. I'm definitely going to be out pounding the rivers again, looking for some walleye. I really want like a 25, 26 incher. So stay tuned for some more river action. I really appreciate you guys watching. If you like fishing videos, make sure to subscribe. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. Thanks again, guys. Get out there and catch something.